Welcome back. Did you really think Tiffany Henyard was going to stop trending just because she's not the mayor of Dalton, Illinois anymore? Come on now, not a chance. Tiffany's name is still out here lighting up headlines, and shocker, it's never for the right reasons. We all know she's a former mayor of Dalton, and yep, she's no longer Thornton Township supervisor either. And just to top it off, she's still knee-deep in a federal investigation, that's right. Tiffany went from cashing $300,000 a year to absolutely nothing. No paycheck, no power, no title, no office, just silence. But if there's one thing we've learned about her, it's that she'll always find a way to keep the money flowing. And surprise, surprise, she's already on to her next hustle. The political drama might have ended, but the Tiffany show, oh, it's still running. And hey, let's wish her a happy belated birthday. She turned, well, not 75, but she sure celebrated like she's been through 7 decades of scandals. On Facebook, she posted a thank you message saying, "Thanks for the birthday love, and a special thank you to everyone who supported me by buying my book. It sold out in minutes." Sold out? In minutes? Okay, Tiffany. Then she told her followers to grab a copy before they get broke. Sorry, left behind. And of course, she closed with her classic line, "Remember, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it." Sweet, right? Now here's where it gets wild. The book, it's called Standing on Business, and it's selling for $99.99. That's right. She's charging $100 for a paperback. Tiffany calls it her journey, from mommy moves to making history, promising it's bold, unapologetic, and transformational. A story about purpose and power. But come on, this isn't about empowerment. It's about the next payday. And the internet? Oh, they had something to say. One person wrote, "Typical con artist. When one hustle dies, they start another." Another said, "Why pay $100 for her book when you can read the court transcripts for free?" Someone else joked, "I'll wait for the bootleg at the barbershop." Brutal. Another comment read, "You can find her book in the clearance bin, right next to her reputation." Savage Point one person chimed in, "Anybody who buys this must be out of their mind. I'd order it too if it didn't take 80,000 years to ship to Africa." Another asked, "Does it include a chapter on misusing public funds?" Someone else wrote, "Does it come with a happy ending? 'Cause Tiffany, not gonna lie, you still cute, but you look like you could use the money." And one user nailed it. Even the last Harry Potter book wasn't $100, and the world actually cared about that story. Someone else pointed out, Tina Knowles' book is $14.99, and she's Beyoncé's mother. Tiffany just trying to raise some bail money. Lock her up? And that's when the section really lost it. Another commenter said, "Girl, stop. You didn't do anything worth reading." Then there's Lamont, the one lone supporter, saying, "Tiffany, congratulations. Great job." Bless his heart. But let's be honest, Lamont didn't buy that book either. Someone else piled on, "She better save that book money for commissary snacks and jailhouse dues." Then it got unhinged. "Tiffany, they're coming for your cheeks in there, baby. I wish I could save you, but that women's prison about to get wild." Another user added, "And to all the women who rejected me, just wait till I get locked up. Somebody's going to say, 'Hey, daddy,' receding hairline and all." Internet, please, relax. Another person said, "No one's buying that book to read it. They're buying it just to throw in the fire. Just like she burned Dalton's people." Ouch. And someone else asked the real question. How many copies were actually printed before she said it sold out? Because, seriously, who's buying this? Sure, everyone knows her name, but how many people are actually writing for her? Let's be real, this is an inspiration. This is a cash grab. Tiffany spent years hosting free parties and throwing tax-funded celebrations. Now she's out here asking people to pay $100 to hear her version of history? Nah, when she was in charge, nobody paid for anything. Now she wants folks to dig into their own pockets? Please. She's not selling wisdom. She's selling the illusion of it. Acting like she's Beyoncé dropping a Barnes and Noble exclusive to, let's be honest. Tiffany's just trying to stack her commissary before the sentencing hits. Gotta admit, she's thinking ahead. always one step in front of her downfall. She's putting money on the books before she needs money on the books. Classic Tiffany, never missing a bag, even if she has to bend the rules to grab it. And we all know she probably bought both copies of her own book just to post that sold-out flex. Let's be real. Nobody's buying that $100 paperback circus ticket. Just tell us the truth, Tiffany. This whole thing screams pure narcissism. Who in their right mind does this? If I'm spending $100 on a book, it better sing, dance, and come with LED lights. Maybe even gold pages and a Bluetooth speaker in the spine. But no, this one comes with a flimsy cover and delusions of grandeur. Charging that kind of money says two things. One, you still think of that girl, and two, you're fighting to keep a lifestyle you already lost. It's giving delusional. You're down bad, Tiffany, still acting like you're sitting on a throne made of smoke. Now she's claiming her book sold out, but judging by those Facebook comments, maybe 3 people bought it. And that's me being generous. She's parading around like she's topping the New York Times list when in reality, it's more like a clearance bin moment. When God gives you a platform, you don't treat it like a mirror. You don't fumble blessings by thinking you're untouchable. But Tiffany did exactly that, and now she's out here pushing $100 paperbacks while her old paychecks collecting dust. Let's not play pretend. Tiffany Henyard doesn't have fans. She's got spectators. People aren't supporting her. They're watching the car crash. This isn't rebranding. It's desperation. She lost her throne, her clout, and now she's scrambling like a local celebrity no one booked, trying to sell overpriced paper like she's running a comeback tour. It's not empowerment. It's panic dressed in fake confidence. And let's be real. If Tiffany launched an OnlyFans tomorrow, you know she'd slap a $100 price tag on that too. And somebody, some poor fool, would still subscribe. That's how wild the internet is. But all right, enough about Tiffany for a minute. Let's switch gears, so there's this content creator floating around called Black Guru. Folks say he's like the second coming of Kevin Samuels. Brutally honest, no filter, especially when it comes to black women. There's this one lady who keeps jumping on his Instagram live, even though every time she does, he roasts her. The man opens with, "Brush your wig." She fires back, "It's not a wig, it's a glue-in." "Girl, come on," he tells her. "Why are you petting that thing? It's sticking out like a satellite." She tries to explain, saying she just got out of the shower and didn't have time to fix it. And this man hits her with, "Drop the phone. Go brush your hair. I'm not talking to you like this." And she stays, doesn't leave. He even says, "You don't got the sense to comb your own head? What's going on here?" It's straight up Kevin Samuels energy, ruthless and unfiltered. But the bigger question, why do some people keep logging on just to get cooked in front of thousands? Some folks just love the spotlight, even when it burns. Not all, but enough to keep these clips viral. And this woman, she sat through the whole thing, even after he told her flat out, "Go wash your wig." Internet madness at its finest. Anyway, let's move on before somebody catches strays in the comments. All right, fellas, let's talk. Ever had to line yourself up? Yeah, you know exactly what I mean. No girl. Just you, your right hand, and bad decisions. We've all been there. Don't act brand new. Somebody once asked me, when's the first time you got caught? Bro, I lost count. From 94 to 09, I had a few close calls. But one thing I can proudly say, Grandma never caught me lacking. Drum roll, please, it's Tiffany Henyard. And it's not even close. You're out here hustling a $100 paperback on Amazon, and we all know it's your last-ditch effort to scrape together rent. No job, no office, no plan, and no other monetizable skills except maybe launching that $100 OnlyFans. And if you do, I might just, never mind. Maybe. But facts are facts. It's over, Tiffany. The jig is up. You've been exposed. The scam's run its course. Throw the dust on her. It's a wrap. That's my time. Hit that subscribe button, tap that bell, and stay locked in. We'll be back with more chaos, more tea, and way more truth. Stay sharp, y'all.